What's going on there, guys? We back with another one. And today we got to talk about Dez Bryant getting into it with Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe over Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark on Twitter. Now, um, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, third face off of their WNBA career. Seems like they play every week, but Angel Reese got her first win in the Indiana Fever Chicago Sky matchup and dominated down the stretch. They looked dead in the water, and Angel Reese put the game on her back, 25 and was it 25 and 16 or 25 and 19? But she, very efficient from the field too. Got to the line. Uh, Lessa Smith, she dominated her. After Smith did that too small thing to her, it was smooth sailing for Angel Reese through the rest of the game. And she had to show her, like, no, I've arrived. Caitlin Clark played a brilliant floor game. Should have been a little more aggressive down the stretch with 17 points, 13 assists, and the game is really slowing down for her. She is passing the ball at a great rate. We knew she could shoot and do all that, but I'm glad she's showing the other part of her game more and letting it come to her. Now, I think the next thing for Clark is to know when to still stay assertive and also continue to keep the teammates involved. But I think both of them played a phenomenal game. And like I said, man, you're allowed to like both players. Don't listen to Jamel Hill and Dave Portnoy to make you feel a certain way about one player or the other. This is big for the WNBA, and it'll even be cooler if they're able to play together on the All Star team together, man. Seeing them on the same side for once would be cool. But we're gonna get into this with Dez Bryant and some of the things he said to Shannon Sharpe and what went on X yesterday. Now, I don't see much praise on the historic rookie run Angel Reese is having in her rookie year at Stephen A. Smith, at Shannon Sharpe. Where y'all at? She deserves high praise right now. And so Stephen A. Smith, he quoted him and said that, man, for once, will you stop your BS? At Shannon Sharpe has praised her continuously. So have I, even profiling her excellence on numerous occasions. It's on our social media pages at Stephen A. Smith. We've talked about her on First Take. If you want notoriety, just say so, bro. You need attention, just ask to come on the show. But stop lying. And so Dez Bryant quoted that. He said, say, pimp, don't ever in your life play with me talking about notoriety. I don't give a F about none of that. Don't get mad at me because I'm calling a spade a spade. Y'all pick and choose in the story. And Shannon Sharpe, he went on his socials to praise Angel Reese and says Angel Reese is whipping A again today, like always. If she gets to her dominant hand, she's scoring or you're fouling her 25 points, 16 boards at WNBA hashtag, Sky versus Fever. And then, the fans been going at Shannon Sharpe ever since that whole Monica McNutt ordeal where they were talking about how popular Caitlin Clark was, which I feel like Shannon's able to say this. He could say, she's having a good game because he didn't never talk about her game. He's talking about who was the most popular athlete. But Angel Reese is popular in her own right, and they be selling out their home games too, even when Caitlin don't come to town. Um, but somebody said, nah, don't try to be on her side now. And Shannon quoted that said, you miss where I wore a custom Angel Reese varsity jacket on Nightcap Show or calling her and Clark Magic Bird. Keep y'all fake outrage going. And then somebody else named Maurice said, laughing my A off, don't switch sides now. And Shannon Sharpe said, saying a player had an outstanding game is switching up. And then, you had somebody else saying, nah, don't try it now. You been on CC heavy, LOL. Saying Clark is the most popular, most polarizing WNBA player and generates the most buzz and eyeballs. What am I trying? And then somebody said, save it, little pants, we good. And then he quoted that and said, we. Um, so, Shannon Sharpe, he continued to go at those people. And, one thing that's not going to happen is you're not going to please everybody. You're going to take your stance and they're going to put you on one side. So you either, with most people, you're all Angel Reese or you're all Caitlin Clark. And if you go anywhere in between, you say one is better at something or did something better or is more marketable or something like that, you're on that side forever in most people's eyes, and it don't matter because of the racial dynamic that's there. But I have the lens to kind of see it for what it is. You don't go so hard at this type of stuff because I'm gonna tell you uh, what if they become teammates like 6, 7 years from now and they're on the same WNBA team? Then it's gonna be about who's carrying the team better. And they up there trying to play together. So they are professionals now. So it is a world where they may play together one day. Um, and so you don't get too emotionally invested in that type of way. But I'm glad people are watching and having a conversation. I just think you can't discount one player or the other. Both are needed. It meant a lot for Angel Reese to win that game yesterday. And I ain't saying it even in a way like that's her Super Bowl. I'm saying she didn't want to go down 3-0 to Caitlin Clark in the regular season series, that they have against each other because she's a competitor. That's what I'm getting at. And it showed me a lot. That Rookie of the Year race is really, really tight right now. You might see a Jason Kidd Grant Hill type situation. You know what I'm saying? You may see a co-rookie of the year type thing go on here. And I would be all for that because both players are deserving. You look at the winning streak Caitlin Clark was on. You look at Angel Reese, she just jumped her for that last playoff spot. Now, there's still several games to go to decide who ultimately gets that, if either team gets that, right? But, they'll be fighting for that spot. And so, looking at that, man, when I look at these young ladies' games, you see Lil Durk coming into the locker room. You see Angel Reese riding around with G Herbo in the city of Chicago. Now, if you know, you know, but I don't know if that's the best thing for her to be doing based off of, let's just say, some people who G Herbo, the hoodies from, don't like and could be laying on them just being in the city. I don't think Angel Reese should be moving like that in Chicago. Given the lyrics, the history, some of the things that's happened, particularly outside of a courthouse or outside of the jail downtown in recent years, where the guy got shot 64 times from the other side and all that. I don't think Angel Reese, as a WNBA player, should be moving around the city like that. But that's another story for another day. But as far as her play, man, I kind of compare her, and I'm just speaking from vocally, tenacity. She kind of got some Kevin Garnett in her. She don't shoot as well yet. She's working on that. But I like Angel Reese's first step, the way she can put the ball on the floor, finish with her right hand. She's left-handed. Love to see her face-up game. She's quicker than most of the bigs. She talks on defense, and when you have that back line communicator on defense, you have something special. You have something, like she said, I'm a dog, you can't teach that. She is a vocal dog on the court and is able to say, look, she's one of them bigs that can call out your screens behind you and won't let you get killed back there. You know what I'm saying? And that shovel pass she had, I'm going to tell you a couple plays that really impressed me from Angel Reese last night or yesterday. That shovel pass down on the block across the court to Camila Cardoso for the lay-in. That catch out in transition where she had to have the presence of mind to look up at the basket and get it up off the glass very quickly and finish and one. Those was two of the plays that really stood out to me. Really, really stood out. Caitlin Clark, her assist to Aaliyah Boston. Some of her hitter heads just wasn't caught and finished. I think Caitlin, man, these are some wonderful basketball players. And it's looking like, maybe 11 and 12 spots on the Olympic team should have been for both of them. Then you could get the most eyes on your game. Whether they played a lot or not, having them there on that team, just behind the scenes, them interacting, spending time with each other, getting a little bit closer, letting that bond bring them together, having video of it. I think that would have been cool. Then, you get them on the court together in a blowout or something like that, or spot minutes. I don't know. I think there's a case you probably could have got both of them on there. But hey, it is what it is. You got to earn a spot, and so I ain't mad at that. But it's gonna be nice to watch them as they compete for these playoff spots, and also, going forward, all-star team, all this stuff, right? So I want to know in the comments, man, who you got for rookie of the year? Let me know at this point. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.